At Mad Buck Outdoors, we're here for one thing, and that is one goal, one passion, the hunt. We're here with Raymond and Elijah today to talk about all the sheds that we have accumulated over the years, and I want to talk about one of my very first deadheads that I ever found. And this was it. It's a small one, just a couple brow tine nubs, and then just all around pretty much 5-point. And he's a nice one. You guys want to take a look? Like he could have been a big deer, but I think the EHD got him. This one, my grandpa actually found this one, but he don't really get out there and shed hunt anymore. So, and I love shed hunting. That is one of my favorite things to do. If it ain't deer season, I'm shed hunting. And this one just a big old chunky. It's on a farm that we have, and just an all-around giant. Would you guys shoot this one?
Yeah, I'll shoot it.
Oh, Lord,
I mean,
yeah.
who wouldn't shoot it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, just look at how chunky that is. Go up there and show that camera how chunky that is.
I mean, you guys look at it. I mean,
Just plenty of length on him, plenty of time length, and just mass all the way up. The only thing bad about him is the brow tine, and it's maybe an inch and a half to 2. That's one of our biggest sheds. And this one, I found it last year. He's got a big old G2. He ain't really much, but he would have a lot of potential. I found him from the road. I was just driving, and I seen something laying in a ditch. And I was like, what in the world? I know that ain't a horn. Well, I stop, I pull over, and I'm like, oh my God, seriously, that's a big old horn. And he ain't got much of a brow tine, but he makes it up right there. And he just got big old tines on him. He's probably a big one this year. I never could find the sheds off of him this year, but I'll keep looking.
this one. That's good.
Oh yes, this was one of my latest deadheads. I found him last year too. He is a chunky monster. I went down there, not expecting to find anything but maybe a little horn. And I get by this creek. I was way down on the river, and there's a little contributor going down through there. Well, I started looking, and I'm like, oh my God, that can't be a deer head down there. Because all I seen was this side poking up. He was laying just like this. Just perfect. And I look, and I didn't have my binoculars at the time, so I run over there, and I just look, and I just see points just going everywhere on this dude. And these little drop tines, that is what I love. I love drop tine deer more than anything. And then he's got just big old points, nice, and I'd say this dude would be, he's an old deer. He'd score pretty good. He ain't real wide, but just these drop tines make him the best. And then he's got this little kicker kicking off. Just got plenty of mass on the brow tines, G2. Like, if I was to kill a deer like this, oh, you darn right I'd be happy.
Mm-hmm. Or yeah, I mean, just look at it. This is amazing.
This one right here was the last shed that I found of this season. This, I've probably walked by this thing. This is probably 2, maybe 3 years old. And I walked by this thing, every time I went shed hunting for the last 3 years, if it's 3 years old, I walk by it. If it's 2 years old, I walk by it. And then I was going out there and I said, I better find at least one more horn. Well, I get out there and it's getting about dark. It's about dark. Like I just seen it. I thought it was a root. And I pulled up and I'm like, oh my God, this is a horn. And I was so happy to find this thing. It might not be the biggest thing in the world, but every horn
Counts.
counts. You darn right. Then this one, this is a little bitty deadhead. I found it right behind my house here, and I just seen some bones. I was like, and I've shed hunted all over. I ain't found nothing else around here, but I found this, and I was like, you know what? That is a good find, cause this horn right here, well, this deadhead right here, took me forever to find, and I'm so tickled with it as much as I'm tickled with any of these ones. But there you go. You can have a look at it. It's a little nice, tall. Go ahead and show them.
These two I found next to each other in the backwoods. These are my first ones. I was asked John to go with me, but he had to go to work. So these are the two I found right next to each other, actually. I remember FaceTiming him, like, bro, I got these two sheds and I'm proud of it. They're small, but they're my first ones.
Yeah, for the first ones, them are pretty good sheds. And for some reason their pedicles are real gnarly. Like this one has real jagged. I don't know if that means that they're hurting or what. I don't know. But these are good 4-point sheds. For somebody's first deer, that'd be an alright deer.
But moving on to this one. I found this one. We live obviously in backwoods. We call it Dual Ridge, and this one I found this indoors. It was just sitting right there, like he said. It was like I thought it was a root. Picked it up, and then there she lays. It's a good. It probably been in a fight right there.
I think you got chewed on by the squirrels or mice.
Yeah, or something. But there's a cut right there. It has a little. I mean, it's all out decent size. It's nothing too crazy. Nothing like, oh, got a big old shed. But I mean, it's what it's worth. But
and he's got it real slicked up. I think that means that he's rubbed a lot. I don't know if that. If you know, then go ahead and tell me. I'm always ready to learn something else new.
Yeah.
But I think that's what it means. But this is a good shed for him.
And this one, it's just a little 3. I like it because it's like spread out and it's 3 and it looks like, a little kind of a claw. But I mean, it's my opinion, obviously. But I mean, it's a good. I found this one in the what we call a Jack Holler. And I went down there, and that's where some of us bow hunt down there.
Yeah.
And I went down there, and then I was just walking on the trail, and then I just, in my mind, I looked over, and there it was, just sitting against a tree, just like that, and that's what I got out of it. I mean, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's a nice shed.
But it's a nice shed. It's the first. I mean, if you're if you like me, don't really go shed hunting as much as obviously Don does, then you'll be kind of glad.
Them are good sheds for somebody that don't shed hunt too much.
Right. But I mean, for a person like me, doesn't shed hunt like he said, I'm glad what I got out of these, and they're really decent sized sheds, and I'm glad I found them. I'm glad I went down there at Dual Ridge Jack Hall in the backwoods. If not, I wouldn't find these sheds, and I wouldn't be obviously showing you guys these sheds. But I'll probably go back down to Dual Ridge and Jack Holler to find some more sheds if I can, and then I'll probably make a YouTube channel out of it if you guys want me to. Just comment what you guys want, and
if you like this, just us showing you what we have found, and just having a good time. If you like this, then just leave a thumbs up. Show us that you like us. If you want something, if you tell us what you want. Like, all of these sheds, we love them, and we want to show them to you. But if you have any other suggestions on what to do, how to do it, I know we're a little bit late. I can't really show you me picking them up, getting them. It's a little bit weedy out there.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna, I still do a little bit of shed hunting here and there. Whenever I'm checking my cameras and stuff, I'll go all around them. But I don't really like to go out there too much because the ticks are bad out here.
Yeah, ticks are.
But anyways, we'll finish up with these sheds, and I'll show you this thing right here.
The big monster.
The one we call the Ghost.
That's
Okay, guys, and this is one of my biggest deadheads. He is a giant. We found this one down in the backwoods. Me and him and my other buddy, we haven't got him in a video yet. His name is Jimmy. We was all out there walking. We was seeing bones like crazy. We was walking this creek, and I was like, they take low and I take high. Well, all of a sudden I see something laying just like that. And it's kind of a whole bunch of tree cover. And it's real dark and I couldn't really see him. And I just seen these sticking up and I was like, oh Lord. I knew that this one was going to be a big one. But this dude ain't wide whatsoever. His beams pretty much touch. But he's got points going everywhere. You look at the back, the front, everything. He's just got so many points. And just the time length on him. If he scoring non-typical, I'd say this dude would score a lot. I don't really know how to score. But I've tried it. It's kind of difficult. But I'd like to learn. And if you would like me to learn how to score him, by God, I'll try every way in the world to do it. Anyways, he's got 22 points. I couldn't remember. He's just got so many. But I like that. And he's got these little claws sticking out. And then all these in the back. This deer made my day. This was one of the biggest ones that I found of this year. And here you go.
And also, guys, if you have not followed, please follow Full Draw Bow Hunting on Instagram. They shout him out for this big deadhead.
Alright, guys. As you can see, the table is clear. We have got one more to show you. These are the sheds of the deer that I'm after. I've heard about him for 2 years. I didn't find the sheds this year, but I found of his last year's this year. It's the deer that we call the Ghost. Go ahead and bring him down. This is the one that I call the Ghost or the King, because he is my favorite deer. I've got a lot of history with him. I call him the Ghost because I've never had a picture of him. I think I seen him one time last year sitting in my stand and he's running a doe way up there. I could just hear him grunting. And then I just seen big old horns. I don't know if it's him, but I think it might have been. And this dude is just an absolute giant.
Massive.
I killed one out of that stand, just a smaller 10, and because I thought he might have been dead, because I hadn't seen him for a while. And then I go back down there after gun season, and I just see a fresh rub of a tree this big, just tore all pieces, and I knew that the Ghost had been there. And this dude is just wide as can be, just tall tines, real massive, split brow tines on each, and then that little kicker on that G2. He is just an absolute giant. And it may look like he is a deadhead, but I put this skull on him. I got it from Cabela's. We'll put a link on how to find it. We're hoping to get some of these in onto our website just for people that like to shed hunt, or you kill a deer and you just want to cut the horns off and don't want to have to bowl it or nothing, and you just slap it on. These are real nice, but I love these horns. These are my favorite horns in the world. I wouldn't ever trade finding these for nothing. But if you want to be able to get some of these, just tell us you want them, and we'll get them on there. We'll get them on that website as faster than I don't know what.
Quick as possible. We will
Yes.
try our best to get
ASAP.
if you guys want these plastic, fake dated heads.
But they are realistic. Like these fake skulls are realistic as can be. Like, shoot, you put them up to any other, and they don't break as easy. Like I can do that, and you don't see just the teeth falling out or anything. They are nice skulls, but this was my favorite find. All right, guys, that pretty much sums up this video. Always remember, what we stand for is one goal.
One passion.
The hunt. We're here for you guys, so just check out our website. Always remember to like and subscribe and turn on them notifications. 3 clicks away.
And also make sure you go follow us on Instagram at Mad Buck Outdoors, and go to our website at www.madbuckoutdoors.com. We see you guys tomorrow.